꼬꼬라고 제 귀엽답니다.
꼬꼬라고 제 귀엽답니다.
Interactive how-to.
Alright, so I have this absolutely adorable series idea. Basically, you take 7 pages of your sketchbook, and each page is dedicated to a color. This one is red, obviously. So I did fire dragon, a chicken dragon, and some mushroom dragons. And if you want to do this idea too, use hashtag colors of the rainbow sketchbook. And tell me what dragons I should do for orange.
Here's how you make my super easy 2-ingredient, low-calorie, no bake, no refrigerate, no flour, no sugar, no gluten, no egg, no carb, no fat, no woman, no cry, no beans, no greens, no potatoes, no tomatoes, no lambs, no rams, no heart.
She call me daddy, I don't even know her mama. She gon' do it for some dough, take a Gabbana, Louis, Gucci, Fendi, Prada, design with no strings attached like Balenciaga. She call me daddy, I don't even know her mama. She gon' do it for some dough, take a Gabbana, Louis, Gucci, Fendi, Prada, design with no strings attached like Balenciaga. Ooh, look at all these hoes I'm attracted. She blue, so I pull a bag on her fast. Sexual relations with no strings attached. I just got her new Fendi's with no strings attached. Baby gave me mad face without the attitude. She gon' do it all for Chanel.
There's a star.
I'm your Tamagotchi, so happy that you love me, and we should be together forever and forever.
The very word geisha means artist, and to be a geisha is to be judged as a moving work of art.
Everyone underestimates me, but then they turn their back and I'm like, boo!
The world is my oyster, baby come touch the girl. The world is my oyster, and I'm the only girl. Swimming in the seas and the salt in my hair. Yes,
Well, Lord, Mother Earth, she get off my back. And I get on her. Light is on the way, we'll be having a fun time. It's such a lovely day, we should pocket the sunshine and never give it back. Even if there's a heat wave, we're stalling.
Someone cooked here.
I mean, where the fuck should I really even start? I got hoes that I'm keeping in the dark. I got my niggas cross the street living large. Thinking back to the fact that they dead, thought my raps were in facts, so they sat with the bars. I got 2 phones, one need a charge. Yeah, they twins, I can tell they ass apart. I got big packs coming on the way. I got
Why do you want to clear your mind out? Like, why do you want to forget about it? Like, you can't just ignore everything. You feel me? Like, you gotta figure some shit out. Wake up every day and thank God and keep pushing, you know, no matter what happens.
Got my brand new sketchbook. Thanks, Mom. Grabbing my markers and pencils. I've got an idea. Drawing, shading, coloring. Almost there. And done. Watch out. What do you think? Funny or scary?
I'm me again. It feels like it's been years.
Hennessy, come out and play.
I always like to make my sketchbooks look as thick and messy as possible. This goal pushes me to think of outside of the box ways to fill up pages. I'll rip pages out, make new pages, sticking found objects and trash in it. I remember once I taped pieces of a broken phone onto a page. Working with multimedia in a sketchbook in a place where it doesn't really have to look good really helps the creative gears going in your brain. So while leaving no empty space in a sketchbook is also a good practice, a really fun one is to stick trash and found objects in. I think I'm going to start a series showing a few ideas on how to bulk up your sketchbook. Follow me if you're interested.
Sketchbook Ideas, PT6, a strawberry spider, a tiny witch and a big spell book, a cherry in a glass of soda, a shrimp in a bow tie, a pigeon with a headache.
My attacks have no effect on you? Who decided that? Your darkness swallowed up my sun? Who decided that? And now for cruel sun. I will be the one to decide. What's wrong? Did you find something down there on the ground?
Here are some ideas for your sketchbook. You can make an inventory of all the washi tape you own by putting a little sample of each one on the page. Draw a character and then draw a bunch of accessories that you think they would carry with them. Use the dock grid or graph paper to create some pixelated lettering. Try to recreate a frame from one of your favorite cartoon TV shows. Draw a pattern using the dock grid and a round tip marker at different pressures. Pick one object and draw it a bunch of times to cover the entire page. Illustrate your favorite video game character and draw some of their accessories. This is your reminder to fill up your sketchbook.
How to personalize your sketchbook. 1. Decorate the
motivation to actually finish my sketchbooks. So firstly, I have this poster of a mildly threatening fish on my wall. That's fun. But a major thing actually is the size of the sketchbook, which is a huge factor because something like this is a lot more entertaining than something like this. As you can see, I also prefer using brighter colors just because I find something like this a lot more boring than something like this. Another way I love keeping sketchbook motivation is challenging myself with quantifiable goals. For example, challenging myself to draw 100 houses or 500 fish. So this way, my goals in practice will seem a lot more worth something because there is an endpoint in sight. This is an example of how I improve my art with this technique. Another thing is just to experiment with materials. Personally, I love doing mixed media and it keeps a lot of motivation. Lastly, just draw what you like. No one's really forcing you to draw anything that you don't like. Personally, I love drawing sea creatures and that's like what a lot of my pages are filled with. Okay, bye.
My name is Enola, which backwards spells alone.
Ideias para deixar o seu sketchbook mais interessante. Ideia número 1, adesivos. Você pode tanto comprar como fazer os seus próprios. Eu gosto muito também de fazer uns quadradinhos coloridos ao redor do desenho principal. Ou então você pode só contornar o seu desenho para dar um destaque a mais no personagem. Eu gosto muito também de fazer alguns desenhos menores que tem relação com o desenho principal. E para preencher espaço sobrando, eu gosto de colocar alguns detalhezinhos pequenos. Esses aqui são os meus favoritos e eu meio que espalho eles pela folha. I'm gonna do this with my favorite songs from my spring playlist. I already have all my materials laid out. I'm gonna cut the title out of this graph paper. So naturally for the title, I picked song lyrics from one of the songs on my playlist that I hope will match my summer vibe. Next, I glued everything down, and now I'm just gonna add a bunch of stickers. And here's the finished product.
sliding arrow to help my friend Faiz and Ghazza. It will have actions for you to do below it, and that helps us reach more people. Faiz lives with his family in Gaza. As you can see here, a lot of his family members are children. He recently told me that they were displaced again, and they were trying to find a place to stay because of an overflow of dirty water. For this bubble here, just talk about your hobbies, keep engagement going below, or send some kind words to Faiz. His campaign is the 4th one in the tree on my page. I'm having a really hard time pushing it and getting it to get donations, so if you can give anything, it really makes a difference. I'll put my Shmemo and my Smash app here, and at the end of each day I'll send whatever I get. I'll also leave his page in the caption below. Please go and follow him so we can get him to 1K followers. That way he can put a clickable link to his campaign on his page. Please make sure to do all the things here. Thank you for being here and thank you for listening.
Day 1 of teaching you how to make interactive sketchbook bits. Today we're going to be making a pull-up window. So the first thing that we're going to do is draw the shape of what we want to be pulled up, and then draw a little border around it. You're going to decorate this, but like for demonstration purposes, I'm keeping it simple. Step 2, now we're going to cut out around the drawing, but make sure to leave one side attached as it will act as the hinge. As you can see, we basically just cut out a flat. Step 3, now we're going to cut out the border. After cutting it out, fold the drawing in towards itself so that it could be folded up later when pulled. 5, cut out a skinny strip of paper, making sure that it's like a bit longer than the window that we're making. Fold a bit of the bottom up towards itself. We're going to insert the strip behind the drawing, letting the flap get caught on it, and then we're going to glue it down to that part of the drawing. Step 6, we're going to glue along the back of the border, making sure to avoid the area with the skinny strip on it since we kind of need it to move later. And then attach it to where you want on the paper. And yay, congrats, you made a fun little pull-up window. Yeah, but in all seriousness, get creative with these, they're actually really cool.
Out the dollar sign, rainbow money, take whatever, yes I'm colorblind. It's that 1-800, hit my line. Let me 1-800 blow your mind. Yeah, take real deadly, do little damage, got like 20 children in cannon, fuck unsexy, smack like sandwich, hit a double threesome, ride a tandem, got good DNA, shawty thick, got TNA, I'm making moves, no POA, ain't busting quick, no ETA, it's either she or maybe her, I cannot pick, I got that roly-poly-oly, it go tick, 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 tick.
Here's how to make your sketchbook go from this skinny, not chunky sketchbook to this big and chunky sketchbook that everyone will want to have. The sketchbook you're gonna need is a sketchbook that doesn't hold watercolors well. So for me, it's a hardbound Canson sketchbook. First step is gonna be to buy watercolor paper. This is what you need for it to be chunky. You're not gonna really use the original paper to draw. What we're gonna do is we're gonna use the watercolor paper to draw, and we're just gonna stick it on the paper. This will make the sketchbook chunky. So now every page of your sketchbook has like layers. You can also add drawings on top of drawings, any accessories you have at home to add on it. Everything that you add on this sketchbook will make it chunky. Like your pages will have layers and layers, and this is also going to help with the chunkiness. Just add anything you want. It's going to be beautiful and it's going to be chunky. It's going to be amazing. I mean, who doesn't want their sketchbook like this? Look how beautiful and chunky. But you do have to be careful because if you go too crazy, this is what will happen. It will be broken, just like this one.
How I keep motivation to actually finish my sketchbooks. So firstly, I have this poster of a mildly threatening fish on my wall. That's fun. But a major thing actually is the size of the sketchbook, which is a huge factor because something like this is a lot more entertaining than something like this. As you can see, I also prefer using brighter colors just because I find something like this a lot more boring than something like this. Another way I love keeping sketchbook motivation is challenging myself with quantifiable goals. For example, challenging myself to draw 100 houses or 500 fish. So this way, my goals in practice will seem a lot more worth something because there is an endpoint in sight. This is an example of how I improve my art with this technique. Another thing is just to experiment with materials. Personally, I love doing mixed media and it keeps a lot of motivation. Lastly, just draw what you like. No one's really forcing you to draw anything that you don't like. Personally, I love drawing sea creatures, and that's like what a lot of my pages are filled.
It's like a reward.
One thing about me is I will never understand artists who prefer spiral-bound sketchbooks. You know, the sketchbooks that hold the paper together with that little springy thingy. If you're an artist who can function with a sketchbook like that, let me know how, because I could never use one of those sketchbooks. Because I could never do full sketchbook spreads like this. You see how my portrait that I'm doing today is on both pieces of paper and it looks perfect still? I just love spreads like this so much. For my sketchbooks personally, I could never give this up for just a spring in the middle of my sketchbook that gets in the way when I draw. And you know, sometimes when you have a spiral bound sketchbook and you're drawing on the left page and then it makes that indent in your hand and it hurts. Spiral bound sketchbooks are just pain. I don't see any reason why you would get a spiral bound sketchbook unless you were gonna rip the pages out at the end. I'm sorry for the slander, the spiral bound sketchbook slander, but I just can't handle it, and that's my sketchbook hot take. So sorry if you disagree, but I'm just speaking my truth. Let me know what you think of this portrait down in the comments, and I'll see y'all in my next TikTok. Bye. Love ya.
Again, I'm not mad at anybody, and I'm not singling you out. You're just the sixth person who has said this, and it boggles my mind every time. Anyways, here's a quick demonstration again. This little dotted line here, I know it could be a little hard to see. It's the perforated edge. It goes next to the holes every single time. No matter where the book is made or who it's for or what they're doing in it, it's always going to be next to these holes. Because you need to be able to tear out the paper without this like crusty, ripped edge with holes in it every time. That's why it's there. It's not a margin. It's only there for tearing the paper out. This is my old sketchbook. It's the same exact brand, same paper, same spiral, everything, right? This is where the perforation is. That's where it's supposed to be every time. So for comparison's sake, we see that the perforation is right here. On this one, it's right here. That's always going to be wrong. Every time. I promise you, there's no way to fix it. I can't flip it, turn it, anything. There's no way I can fix this problem. Please do more puzzles. Anyways, I hope that showing you this one clears up why this one is wrong to everybody. Because there's no other way I can explain this. I've done it so many times and people still don't get it, and that's fine, I guess. But I hope this clears it up now, because I'm so sick of it.